Hi guys, this is my Philodendron Hederaceum Brandtianum, or also known as Philodendron Heartleaf Brandy or Philodendron Brandy. And so she has like these silver variegated shimmery leaves, which is just so beautiful. Initially, I remember the first time I've ever seen a picture of a brandy and I thought it was just blech, like gross. It was like boring. And I really didn't understand why people wanted to have this in their possession. And now I have this one. So if you haven't seen the unboxing for this particular plant, I will link both of those separate videos above and of course below in the description section. All of my social media accounts are in the description section as well, so do check that out. Whatever I do use to water with this particular plant will be in the description section as well. So if you're curious, that is down below in the description section as well. What I use in regards to any kind of equipment or mix in the water, description section as well. Okay, so she sits in front of an east-facing window. And technically, this is 3 plants in one. So again, the first unboxing video, the first plant was a 2-inch pot, 2-inch or 2.5. The other two were 4.5 or 4.5-inch pots. I thought I could merge all of them in a 6-inch pot. I separated them to every singular plant. And I got them to bare root. I would say about 2 to 3% or maybe even less was left on any kind of soil. That's always going to happen from time to time. I'm not like super expert in taking them out. So that's the best I could do. And you know, I'm getting better at it. So I did that and then I just put them all together. I'm going to do this. There is good enough space because the root system really was developed. So that was really great. Again, she sits in an east-facing window. I use an all-potting soil mix. Again, whatever I'm using, that will be linked down below. So just check that out. The reason I use the same all-potting soil for all of my philodendrons is because philodendrons or any type of aroid is, from my personal experience and my very, very short experience with philodendrons, and also syngoniums, which is another aroid, is they do like moisture more than getting dried. So how I water her is the top, or I would say the top 1/16 inch of the soil. If it's going to be dry, then that's when I'm going to water it. You have to be careful with philodendrons because when they do dry or they're a little too much on the drier side, their leaves are going to start to brown up. And because this is a 3 plant into one, I'm going to have to be very extra careful because there's going to be a ton of just leaves to check on which one is doing well and which one is telling me, oh, I'm thirsty, or you're doing something wrong, or you're doing something right. This is a baby leaf. But anyway, so that's how I'm going to water her, just like my other philodendrons. However, not every philodendron, even though they're all hederaceum, is going to need the same things. So be very careful with that. Like my regular green, she prefers to be further away from any light source. My Brazil can tolerate more light, which is strange because it's variegated. This actually prefers more light than my regular green. My regular green will burst into flames at an east-facing window. But when she is about 5 to maybe 6 feet away from that east-facing window, she thrives, which is very strange because it's green. Usually, for me, rule of thumb, for non-variegated plants, they're usually more like the easiest to care for out of all of them. But I've kind of noticed that even the brandy, and I don't know if it's because I usually from other plants that I do have that are variegated, if you have high variegation like the pink princess, they usually cannot tolerate more of the light, but this one does. This kind of acts like my syngonium imperial white or emerald green or albo. That one sits in front of an east-facing window all year round, loves it, never burns, prefers there. If I take them away, it's not going to be as happy. So this is kind of the same in that kind of in that sense. Prefers that. So she is just really beautiful. I love like the silvery shimmer. I just love it. I honestly, I mean, if you asked me like 2-3 years ago if I'd ever want a brandy, I would probably laugh at your face. Be like, no way. No way. I don't like it. It's like so boring and blah. But I have begun to accept and fall in love with variegated plants, and it's a different form of beauty, in my opinion. So, with this, I would say currently she is being watered the frequency, I would say it would be, because she's in an 8-inch pot, I would say it would be between 14 to 21 days of watering. Like I said, it just depends. Because it's an 8-inch plant and she's new to the pot, I would say 14 to 21 days, maybe even 24 days to see. That might be how frequent it would be, just to see if you're one of those people that need to be in a schedule or have a reminder. I don't really suggest a schedule, but a scheduled reminder is not bad. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. But I would also recommend to check her probably more frequently than 24 days. So maybe once a week just to check. But I doubt it that in her condition and her environment that she is going to be watered every 7 days. It's just not yet. Maybe in like months from now. Maybe a year, but not currently. So I'm going to twirl her again for anybody who wants to look. She's just so beautiful. I just love it. For the darker, cloudy, not very sunny days, I do supplement with LED light. I will link that down below as well. If you guys have anything to talk about this particular plant in this particular variety or variegation or variegated variety, let me know down in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys all the time. Anything else? It's just drop down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.